Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was. And I am not complaining. It's raining out today where I am. So, woo, yay! I'm so happy. Thank you, God, for the rain, because everywhere needs it, like that I know of, so we definitely need some rain. So I am traveling today, and, just a little hint as I'm getting closer. So, anyway, I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and it might be raining where you are too. I know some areas desperately need the rain, so I hope you're getting the rain that you need in your area, because I do have some wonderful people that are on my YouTube channel that needed rain like last week. So I hope everything is taken care of in that area as far as fires go. And not only to get out in nature is, send some love out there. And this is, the more you grow, this is how this goes, is that you send love out in the world. Like I did a beautiful guided meditation this morning. So send love out in the world, say a pleasant word, a kind word to somebody out, whether it's your family, friends, or strangers. Of course, you know, be safe. Don't, like a lot of times we kind of can feel people out with their energies, but they need love too. So anyway, I do love you all, and I am in like a love bubble today, and I've been like that, like for a while now. God has been doing a lot of things. Yesterday was the 8-8 portal, so that energy is still active still right now. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave me a beautiful message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Don't be afraid. Starlight's not the chick to be afraid of, you know. Also, not only you can leave a message down below, you can also share any of my videos. And I have passed out business cards everywhere. Well, everywhere. I say everywhere, but everywhere I'm going, so I'm hoping to get more people that will check out my YouTube channel so they can get help for themselves and their family. Plus, also, you could check out my playlist. You never know what Starlight's going to talk about next. And you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So today is a great day to travel. I've been getting messages from the universe, from God. I even saw a big truck today, an 18-wheeler, and I was like, it said Starseed on it. And I'm like, I am a starseed. I am not only a starseed, but a light worker and a chosen one. And, I've actually had a man recently, actually, well, his brother didn't say so, but they both had an agreement that I'm an earth angel. So anyway, as some of you might, could be going through some changes in your life, you could be a star seed too. You could possibly be a light worker and a chosen one, or even an earth angel. There's so many different names out there. But anyway, now to get started on this very important video, I've been wanting to do this video for days now, but then other topics have come in my mind where I'm like, I got to talk about this. So anyway, this is so important, and I am giving you all this information. When I learn stuff, then I am, blessing you with the wisdom and knowledge. I have gone through a lot on this journey here, and I have to thank God, the universe, the archangels, my mentor, and you for loving and supporting me and inspiring me. You have no clue what that does for me as far as my YouTube channel. I just had a man today said, don't let anybody stop you doing what you're doing. and I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. So I do love all of you. So this video is so important, like I said earlier. And listen, it's funny. I do hear something. It's the clock ticking. That means that you don't have a lot of time, even though time is an illusion. That means we got to get busy. It's funny because I'm in a library. I was just driving and, there was a sign on the road that said library. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go to the library because it's kind of I can't believe it. It's a cool day today. And I did a meditation out earlier outside and it was like, brr, and it started raining, which we need it. And I'm not complaining about the weather. I am glad I never got rid of all my winter clothes and stuff like that in my car. But really, we need to tick, 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 tick. Listen more. Not only I get messages from God, the universe, and the archangels, besides my symbols, and besides the animals, the spirit animals, is I also get information when I listen better. There's a lot of people, they go to church, and it says in the Bible about this, there's people that have eyes, but they can't see. They have ears, but they cannot hear. So I hope that's not you today. I hope not just these beautiful blue eyes are open, but I hope that this third eye is open. That's what's important. And I didn't know this, but really the third eye was the first eye, and with your ears, you got to use all your senses to understand what God is trying to reveal to you. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, Starlight, I do listen. I pick your video and I push play and I hear what you're telling me. But like I just told a man the other day, this is really important. You can get guided with all these different tools out there, like with the universe and the archangels and the animals and symbols. But also, you might be going somewhere to do something, and this happened to me the other day, is listen. Now what do I hear? The AC just turned on. Now, if I was outside, you would be hearing something else, but because I'm in this library, I'm not hearing the clock tick now, but it sounds like their AC clicked on because it's not like they got the heat on in here. So you gotta really listen. The other day, and then it shut off. So I'm not sure what that noise is, but tick, 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 tick. Now the clock is there. We have to listen more. And, like there's things going on in the background noise. Just like in a movie when they make movies, so you really gotta listen to, use your ears. What are you hearing? The other day, and I never do this, and I was just like, maybe I'm supposed to do this. This is how this whole journey goes. Sometimes God never does the same thing over and over again. Like this morning, I thought, this is what I got to do. This is how I do it, and then God was revealing, the universe was revealing, no, Starlight, not today. We're going to do something different today. And it was a way that God is guiding me and directing me and showing me different ways of doing things. And that is a part of letting go of my old version of myself, thinking that I got to do things the way I'd done things my whole life. So this is a whole different ball game here when you're on the journey like I am, the self-discovery, and going on a spiritual journey, is all the rules change. That's a part of letting go of that old program that we've been programmed to believe and thinking, that this is how It just is. So the way you thought your whole life, or how you've been programmed or conditioned to believe and think, you got to get rid of that. And it's funny, I'm talking to you, but here I'm looking at myself talking to me. Isn't that cool how God does that? Is that I am talking to myself, but I am talking to you. I'm telling myself, Starlight, stop thinking of your old ways. Let go of the past. That's back there, right? So we got to let go of the past. And that means that we got to let go of our old ways of thinking, our old ways of thinking that this is how it's got to work. Because I'll tell you what, I had a plan this morning thinking, okay, I don't know what, and this is what God wants me to do, is get out of my comfort zone, at least go out and do something. Don't just sit around and wait. And the other thing I learned, that this happened yesterday, is, letting go of fear. If you're asking God for something, it's amazing how God, not that God's a genie in a bottle, but it's so beautiful how, when you desire something you really need, you have a need, and so God might send you somewhere and say, okay, over there, do this, and you're out there, you're trying to get whatever it is you need, and are you hesitant to go for what it is? Do you have all these excuses why it's not going to work out? So what I'm learning is that, just like what I was learning a long time ago about children ought to obey their parents right away instead of, not obeying right away, because that's the thing, is that they're testing. Children will test you, see how much, and that's, I was with my grandson, and I was like, oh my, like, it was a big eye-opener to spend time with my grandson, because he's constantly testing people. He's a good little actor, I found out, and I'm like, whoa, so they will test mommy and daddy out, grandma, grandpa, they don't care. They're just like little actors. And my grandson, I found out he's a really good actor, so is with this whole journey here, is if you don't know what to do, ask the universe, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to teach me? And don't just sit around just thinking it's going to fall in your lap. You got to at least act, and you'll find out. You will find out eventually that, that was the right thing or the wrong thing. If nothing's happening and you've been trying to do something and get somewhere, and, there might be a different way of doing it. And that's what this is about, is to, we got to let go of our old ways of thinking this is how it's got to work. And that's why it's so important to let go of people that are stuck in that old belief system, that old program, because that's all they know. A lot of people don't have faith in God, and it's because of that, that old program. Even a lot of Christians, like I mentioned over and over and over again, because it is true, I'm not lying, is a lot of people that claim that even pastors, they don't have faith that, like what God, you really should have in God, that everything is going to be taken care of. So say if you got money issues right now and you need money, right? Everybody needs money. So what it is, if you need money and you, like, say this happened yesterday, I'm just going to share with you. Some people will get mad at Starlight for doing this, but I don't care, because God, we're all one. God is everywhere. So it's not really the people, it's God. It's God. Just like the dark force taps in the people and control them. Well, God can actually, you think God can't have an influence over people? I deserve these things. These things that I am getting, is God is just giving it back to me in all different ways and forms. So like, I needed gas yesterday to be able to go on this long trip where I'm going right now. And so it's really interesting. I went to a gas station, because I need gas. Where else should I go? I need gas. And I get messages from the universe, with the numbers. repeated numbers. And if you don't know about the numbers, what I'm talking about, check out some of my videos about the universe. And the very first video I put out is, are you searching for guidance? I can't explain that all in this video because I'm trying to shorten my videos. So repeated numbers. And, so I end up getting information from the universe, and the universe lets me know what I need to do. And I got to let go of fear. So when I was at the gas station, instead of sitting there 15 minutes just looking at people as they're, I prayed, universe, please, angels, send people here to help me out in this situation. So God's already doing God's work, and the angels are already doing their work. So if you're just sitting in your car, letting fear control you, well, then it's going to be harder for that to happen for you. So yesterday, because it was the 88 portal, I got messages all the way, and I knew some of the messages because of the numbers and the meanings, because I do this so much, is the universe was letting me know that archangels, through the archangels, is be positive, believe, trust. And I'm like, okay, it's 88 portal day. I am believing, I am trusting. And, when I got to the gas station, I could have sat around and watched people come and watch people go, watch people, and look at their faces and look at their faces and like, ooh, that one looks like a mean guy, or that one looks like a mean girl. Ignore their faces, ignore all that, the clothes, the cars. It doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter is what I've learned, is get out of the car and just go. And that's what I did yesterday. I had business cards that I made, with my old cleaning business cards, and I put on the back with my Starlight Cleaning, and I explain who I am, what I'm about, what I'm doing, what God is doing in my life and my YouTube channel. I let them know, hey, I'm in my car, I've been doing this. I'm honest with the people. I'm not deceiving anybody. And I asked, before I got out of my car, I asked God to fill up my car with gas. And the quicker I trusted and believed and got out of my car and just went to the first person I saw, bam, that's how quick it happened. That's the only guy I had to go to, because I did it that quick. I wasn't letting that old nature of fear come in my mind space and all that. And bam, just that one man, God used that man and blessed me to fill up my car with gas. So that's how it takes. And then the other story I need to tell you is that one day before this, sometimes, when we're not really trusting and believing, this happened a while back, though, a long, long time ago, is one time I really needed some money. And I was learning, like how to get these desires and things that I need, And so one day I went to a gas station to get gas in my car, and I needed money for other things. I can't eat gasoline, And so when I got to the gas pump, it said, there's a little screen right on the gas pump that says, go play the lotto or the scratch offs or something like that. So I'm like, okay, the universe is telling me to go in there. And so I did. I went in and started. I never do this. This is not really for me. I say I never do this, but I really hardly ever do this. But I'm like, okay, I took that as, a message from the universe to go in there and do that. And so it's funny. I started winning money left and right in there. And then, sometimes I lose a little bit, but then I went back and, like I just was on this strike, like not a strike, but, on a roll as far as getting money. And I goofed up because, you got to listen to what's going on around you. I'm telling you, because there was two machines, and I never did the machines. This is my first time doing the machines. So I was going to the one the whole time, and that's where all the, the ones that I was picking in there, depending on, if it was $5 or $2, I always do the small ones. And, so I was doing pretty good, getting money back and forth. And, and the guy kept on seeing me go back and forth, the guy that was working there. And then a man showed up at that gas station, and he was, for some reason, I decided to go to the other machine. That is what I wasn't supposed to do. I was supposed to just stayed at that machine. And then the guy showed up, and, I didn't listen to him. He told me, he goes, maybe you ought to just stay right here because your winning number, the winning one is probably right here for you. But I didn't listen to him. I ended up going to the other machine, and then I ended up losing because I didn't listen to that man that was there. And that's, I can't prove that I would have won more, that what I was really wanting, so. And then the other day, I decided, I only had like so much money, and I thought, well, I need money for this and this and that, and not to fear, knowing that God's already taken care of it. Now it's my job to figure out how. I already know that God already took it because the angels let me know that all my needs, because I'm doing the work, I'm doing the inner work, I'm letting go of people. God is gonna, test us out with different people and different things, events in our life to see if you're gonna do the right. You could let fear come in and let, like stay in a situation that you shouldn't be in. Well, then the blessings might not flow because now you're letting fear control you, where now the thing that you needed you're not going to get because now you think you're better off in this situation, which is not really taking a step of faith. So you got to let go of those people and things out there that are really not good for you, like relationships, family. You might have family that want you around, but then you realize the energy is not good, or it's distracting you more than helping you, and you might be giving more energy to them than receiving back. So you could say, I'll stay with them, or whatever, I'll be around them, and not take that step of faith, where if you're like, what, this is not good for me, I need to get out of this situation, and you let go, because fear is really what traps you. And when you realize that I got to let go of this situation because I'm not really trusting in God, this is like the easy way out, but it's not really the easy way out, because it's gonna mess you up in a way. It's gonna distract you, it's gonna take your energy away, and then in the toxic energy or the negative energy or the old self-belief systems that the people have, now you're going to be trapped, because they're going to fill your head up, they're going to put doubt in your mind and all this stuff, and that's what's going to stop you, where you got to let go of those people, let go of that situation, and take a step of faith, believing that God can help you out in the situation that you're going through. So the other day I thought to do a scratch off, but I never got any information. God didn't tell me to go do a scratch off. I just, because I wasn't fully trusting at the time, it was a lesson for me. I realized, and then God knew what was on my mind and my, what I was thinking, because God knows everything that you're thinking. I was in a store before I was going to go, I went to a store, I think a Walmart, to go get, stuff for my coffee. And as I was walking in the store, because I was planning on getting one of those scratch-offs somewhere, I had to use my ears. What did I hear in the store? Well, it was a guy and his son, and they were saying about not winning the lotto. But see, I didn't really think of it at the time. And then I went and I got out of the store, went to a gas station because I couldn't get my car to work, which is funny. I couldn't get my car to work. God was already trying to stop me. But I continued. I kept on going, thinking I needed to do the scratch off, and I went to a gas station. I couldn't get the card working there either. God was trying to help me. And then the guy helped me to use my card because I never used these machines. And he helped me to use the machine. I did a couple scratch offs, didn't win nothing. And see, because I should have been hearing the guys in the store that said not winning the lotto. Now, if I heard that, I should have just stopped and I'm not doing the scratch offs, because that's not how God wants me to do this right now. And then today, I don't really do this much, but I had a little bit of money that God gave me this morning, because God knew what I wanted to do, and God wanted to bless me, whether it was the right thing, that the right healthy food or not. Sometimes Starlight likes to eat a bagel. I really had my heart. I haven't really eaten bread in a while, and I really wanted a bagel sandwich with no meat. So God knew it. So I was looking on my GPS, And it's kind of funny because right where the place was to go get, like I thought, to get a bagel sandwich, the road was closed all the way around that bagel place, which actually was a coffee place, like a Red Beer Coffee, I think, something like that it was called. And it's funny, so I had to go around the whole entire area to find a parking spot, and they were open. And so now I had to zigzag, because the road was closed all the way around this Redbeard coffee shop. So I had to go all the way around all this stuff to park and then walk around and try to get to the door and get in there, and they didn't have bagels. So this is how this works. You got to really, if you see a road closed, it says road closed, it is how God communicates to us, letting us know there ain't no bagels there, Starlight. We're just trying to save you the trip. Isn't that whacked? So in the daytime, it's almost like a dream. When you're awake, it's like a dream. It's just the way you would do a dream journal when the road is closed. That is like no bagel, Starlight. Then there's road construction and all, like where I just was driving, there a lot of construction on the road, where they're doing all this stuff. And I've been, so all those are signs of what the universe, God, is trying to reveal to you in your life. So pay attention. Look for these signs. Look for the road signs on what they say, and what they, because it's no different than being in a dream and doing a dream study. So that is a big, big bonus for all of you, is really, really study everything, just like the way they do with a movie when they make movies. There's people that, the movies got made a certain way. All that stuff is not by accident. The color, like today I picked this, shirt to wear for this video, just like when they make videos, even when I do my thumbnails and, when I add stuff in my little videos, that I pick certain colors for certain things for me on how I do stuff. So just like a movie, there's no accident. Like if there was a person that had a number on their shirt in a movie, that's no accident. If there's a name, they purposely pick those things out. Those are clues. Those are things that you can look out for. And there's people that know this stuff. They tear all these movies apart, especially if they came up with a new video right now that was, for the future, and it has like clues of what to look out for as far as, what they got up their sleeve as far as the Matrix goes. So anyway, did you hear that? Listen, when you go and decide that you don't know what you're doing, but God admires you when you don't know what to do. God knows that you don't know what to do, but you know what? You did at least something. God loves that. You didn't know what to do, but at least you went out and you did something. Just sitting back and letting fear affect you, that's where things are going to get a little slippery and messy, and that's when things are going to be hard because you're not fully trusting in the process. So like I said, fully trust. And it's just like layers of letting go of fear and doubt, and really just go for what it is, and don't let anything stop you. Just go for it. Let all that stuff, get it all, clear it out, do meditations, clear it out, do whatever you got to do, but just, you know what? I'm doing it. Don't hold back. Just like the children, they should be obedient right away. When God says something, go for it. Just, okay, I'm just going to take that step. I'm just going to go. And God will direct you, and you'll find out really, like if you went the wrong direction, pay attention to the signs on the road and on the streets and the billboards everywhere, and even license plates, all that stuff. All that stuff is information, of all kinds of goodies out there to pay attention to. I love you so much, and I told these people like a half hour or so for this video. I love you so much. I really hope you listen more. Pay attention to what people are saying around in the background sounds. What are they saying? What are people saying? Even the radio. I get numbers on the radio, 888. I've been getting 888 all through this 8888 portal this whole entire month. Every day I get 888 somewhere. Sometimes it's because it's on the billboards. Sometimes I'm listening to the radio and they have a number, 88888. You know, I'm like, you know, so you gotta listen better, listen more, you know, don't ignore these beautiful airs and ignore what you're hearing, because you're gonna miss out on things where God's like trying to get your attention and trying to get you, oh, you gotta go that way, you know. Sometimes, you know, like sometimes there's a road that's just a one way, you know, maybe that time there's just one way to do something, you know, so you got to really, you know, think outside the box. I love you so much. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can leave me a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can check out my playlist and share, share, share. And you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you so much. Namaste. And anyway, I love you, and you gotta let go of fear. This is Starlight, love, light, and